the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the ball first. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Makes the catch. It's Ingram. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He's in open space downfield. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. He got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Cavazos. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And some room to work. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They'll run play action. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Johns. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up.
As a a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Going to the running game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Back to pass, it's John. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They want to run it left here. There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Huskies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Johns. Under fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. From the gun, running back gets to give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Flips it out on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The RPO, it's complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Turner. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got room to work. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Johns. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Tigers want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice physical running back time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll give it to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn going to work with another first down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Johns. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The give. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Dances away. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. At that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good assist. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero covers, like nobody covers it at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. See if they can get it done on second and goal. From the gun, the ground game. Snowed under by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take lead.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. 22. They'll go to the air. He gets there. Two-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield, it's Johns. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Runs through a tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Washington sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Takes the easy one to the back. Nice move there. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Now on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and are threatening to take it in.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to...
Touchdown, Auburn! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. And the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the tight end. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and the big fellas...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Johns. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Fires to the tight end.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's fourth down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finding an escape route. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they're not on the same page there. High the chains now on second and long. The give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him. A 5-point lead here in the fourth.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Rides the back on the option to give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking for a man. It's John. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability.
There he goes. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Balls and fired complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Washington. Tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge...
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Auburn lines up quickly.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Quickly out to the tight end.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
The short hands, it's Ingram. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Handoff to the single running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Keep it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Johns. Dumps it off in the flats.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with?
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go.
He's going for the goal line, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking to pass. It's Johns. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.